Hi there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 2833 of What's She Up To Now. This is a place where I document my journey, share what's working, what's not working for me, the good, bad, the ugly, lessons learned, things like that. Today, we're doing something different, something I've needed to do, and I don't do anywhere near often enough. I think about once a year I remember to do it, but I really should be doing it way more often than that. And I do it personally a little bit every day, but I don't ever take a big pause and say, hey, what's going on? What's working? What's not working? What do we need to tweak, test, and change? And I do that, but I only do it as part of my day. I don't take like a whole day to pause and reflect. So today we are going to have a pause and reflection day. Now, reflection, fancy word for thinking, right? We're going to think about how's it going? How is my business, my life, my relationships, every area and aspect of our life as we're just finishing up deep diving into each of these different 9 life framework areas. I want to make sure it was right side up. Physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, relationship, contribution, communication, and confidence. We've gone and we've spent a month this year on each of these areas, deep dive into different topics, different tools, different strategies, and finish off with our ideas process. We just finished the last of the 9 areas physical this year with the ideas process. And it's a great time. It's also a holiday, so happy Halloween. And let's reflect on how far we've come, right? It's been, it's day, I think 304 of our annual challenge. It means we're 304 days into doing a little thing every day that makes us a better human being. I'm working on setting up a school. I'm really thinking about, I'm going to run it by a couple of my founding members today and see what their thoughts are on it. I think I might message the whole 27 people because we've been stuck at 27 for a while, and I haven't invited anyone that I really want to invite because I've got this pull between the supersize your business in the money category, and really we haven't talked about money at all yet this year. We're going into the no nonsense November challenge, and I don't think we're talking about money very much in that as well. So is it really a money category thing, or is it a personal development thing? It's definitely not. I'm not spiritual enough to consider myself part of a spiritual category. It's not really a hobby, right? Is being the best possible version of ourselves a hobby? I don't think so. I do think I have an idea for next year's annual challenge, which might tie in really well with the change in it's not a big change. It's just a slight change in focus and in terms of how I present the whole school platform thing. So be on the lookout for that. I'm teetering. I actually made some graphics for it yesterday. So that tells me that that's definitely the direction I want to go with it. But I just want to touch base with the people that have already been with me to see if that makes sense for them or if they just want to move on and do something else. All right. So what are we doing today? We are going to think about how it's going so far and get ourselves psyched up and excited about the No Nonsense Challenge for the next 30 days, the whole month of November, every day. I'm doing things different with that this year too. Creating a workbook, either a printable version or that you can print out and fill in by hand, because that's the way I like to do things. Or there's a version that will be online as a PDF. And I think you can fill it out online and then if you want to print that out too. But I have found that writing things down, I've known that my whole life. My dad taught my sisters and I that when we were little girls, is how important it is to write things down. But I've noticed that since I have started on school and simplifying things, I need more time to think and pause and I say reflect because that seems to be like a buzzword today, but actually it's thinking. Thinking is the hardest work that we as human beings ever do. And it's why most people avoid it and don't think for themselves. But I've been using tools that I've used for a long time, but I've just kind of not been in the habit of it. One of those is pulling a card from a card deck. I have like 25, 30 of these card decks. And I'm actually pulling from the Getting Into the Vortex by Esther and Jerry Hicks and the Teachings of Abraham. And I just started doing it. This is my 4th day, so not very many days ago. And I also pulled out my Everyday Wisdom from Wayne Dyer. And I've been looking at a page of that every day. Why? Because it gets my mind first thing in the morning focused on possibility and positive and the things that are important to me so that I show up better for you and for myself and for my family and for the people that I'm here to interact with. So I challenge you today to take a pause, think for yourself, think about what's important to you, and get excited about. And if you're willing to, join us on the No Nonsense November challenge. I'm doing a Be a Better You annual challenge focused, and I'm doing a Supersize Your Business focus. So it's the same topics each day, but I'll be taking a different tack in each of the different groups to present what's most important. And it's also kind of a litmus test for me to see what lands better, right? Are we more interested in supersizing and growing our business, or are we more interested in, for me too, right? Because the older I get, the less interested I am in money and growing and supersizing my business, and more interested I am in being a better human and setting an example for other people. But I can do both, right? We can do both. It's like I love cooking. I'm never going to stop cooking just because I don't have my Italian food business anymore. All right, I actually cooked less when I had it than I did before and after. If I can help you in any way on this pause and reflection day, if you're struggling, if you need some questions to prompt your thinking and reflection, just ask. That's what I'm here for. Otherwise, go out, make it an incredible day. Have a happy Halloween if you've got littles to trick or treat with, or little trick or treaters that will come to your house. It's just so fun. I love Halloween. It used to be one of my favorite. Well, it used to be my favorite holiday. And then Thanksgiving. I still think Thanksgiving is now my favorite holiday. If I can help you, ask. Otherwise, I will, of course, do it tomorrow. And I'm really excited to dive into No Nonsense November with you.